Well, as the Gamecocks get ready to take on Miami in the Independence Bowl down in Shreveport, Louisiana, the Hurricanes, the U, a lot of recruits who have been committed to South Carolina are now decommitting. A lot of folks are asking why. Well, one thing that I tweeted last night, the reason I said the kids are jumping off the bus is because of the uncertainty of the program, meaning Steve Spurrier saying, hey, I may stay 1 or 2 more years. The defensive staff is in disarray. Will Lorenzo Ward come back? Will Deke Adams be back? Will Grady be back? A lot of kids just don't know. Well, a lot of folks responded to my tweet. Here's one. Let's go to the next one real quick. It says this, actually a lack of uncertainty and a lack of urgency. There can be a lack of certainty if you act like you are correcting it, meaning that they don't believe that Steve Spurrier is doing something to fix the problem. Auburn had a problem. Ellis Johnson fired, moved on. They hired Will Muschamp, some say the best defensive coordinator in the country. They made a move. So that last tweet is saying basically Steve Spurrier is not acting with a sense of urgency. Here's the next tweet. So I think it has more to do with Spurrier saying he's only going to be there 2 to 3 more years. Well, I can tell you this for a fact. As I went through the recruiting process with my son last year, that was an issue. Will Nick Saban go to Texas? You know, all that was out there. How long will he coach? Kids, think about that. I know you say kids should commit to a program, commit to the school, but basically kids commit to the coach a lot of the time. So if they're uncertain that if Steve Spurrier or if Lorenzo Ward or a position coach who's recruiting them is not going to come back, that can cause a sense of uncertainty. Let's go to the next tweet. It says here, he's scared, that's why we're losing recruits. He says listing, that's from Sean, meaning he's scared because he don't know what to do with this situation. The bowl game's coming up. Do you make a move beforehand? You know, all these things are going on. What will Steve Spurrier do? Is he afraid to make a move, change with Lorenzo Ward? I don't think so. I think he will if he finds the right guy or find a better guy to become the defensive coordinator at the University of South Carolina. Let's go to one more. You go right here. It says, yep, he's undone what basically Spurrier has done in 10 years. This tweet says he's undoing it by how he's acting, by not making a move. That Steve Spurrier is saying, you know what, the last 10 years don't matter. I don't agree with that tweet. I don't think he's undoing anything by not making a move. I really, truly believe at the end of the day, when you look at the program, he wants to go give these guys the best chance to win down in Shreveport against Miami, and then he'll decide after the fact. A lot of coaches do make moves early on before the bowl game, and that normally don't work out too well. I somewhat like what he's doing. Let's kind of, let the thing play out. Let's go see what happens down in Shreveport, and then we'll figure out what will happen after that. So we'll see. The 7 decommitments thus far. Hopefully they can get a chance to get those guys back when they decide to make some moves, if in fact there will be any moves being made. That's going to do it for sports. We'll come back and wrap things up in just a moment.